Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll send out their punter now. Shaquem Grant back deep for Miami. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Monday. Topper.
Rosen will throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to. We still have December early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, check right.
On first down, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Parker here, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You draw Parker.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. He finds some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
We got 4. We got 4.
They run it here with Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This pass finds its way to Williams. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 55, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's go.
Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. Stop your body.
On first down, it's Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith able to get this to Gordon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Smith. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run with Muhammad. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. He's got the first down and more past midfield. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He completes it to Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now Gordon on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere. As he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Smith. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. On first down. It's Gordon. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, defense, let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And his pass, incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
So he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now it's Rosen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. That's complete. It's Gordon. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Johnson, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Rosen. He completes it to Wilson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 3. 218.
They go again with Muhammad. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Ready? Tight as Ringo. Tight as
On second and 12, Smith sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Smith now to throw. He sets to fire deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Muhammad. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Slam.
22 jet bomber.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, quarter. Hey, exit.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check it back.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Watch the run.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rosen to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And a completion to Wilson. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rosen to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Me and you all day.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And caught by Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Willie Snead. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Alert, alert, alert. 80 weapon.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Right. Recon, 132 fighter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the edge.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Alert, alert, alert.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Smith now, throwing again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerome Baker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of...
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
On the ready.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense forcing through.